Thank you so much for watching this episode. Oh my gosh, today's episode was exciting. I unpacked an Amazon haul, but what really touched my heart today were some gifts that I received from some amazing friends. And I just want to say thank you for my gifts for my ASMR channel. I'm especially grateful for these and these. And I just want to say thank you. So, guys, today we spoke about the two women ex- who visited who went on conjugal visits to one of the prisons in California and had their lives taken. We spoke about that today. And then we unboxed an Amazon haul, and I also unwrapped some special gifts that I got for my ASMR food channel. That's at on YouTube. It is at Kelly's ASMR, or you can go to tastyfoodadventures.com, and it should be scrolling on the screen right now. I think not. But if you go to my website, you'll see it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, if you go to my website, they're all over the place. Yeah, it's there. You see them. So you're going to be seeing me use these. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. And then I shared with you at the end um, top funding opportunities for March in in within the United States, and I listed some of those. Like I said, they were posted in March, but sometimes they don't all expire in March. And also, you're going to be watching this podcast in April, and by that time, the April um, the April blog list would have been published already. So the March would still be there and will be attached to it'll be connected with the April. So both will be there. So you'll have the ones that are there now, and you'll have the updated list as well. So I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, following, supporting, and I invite you, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. This journey that I'm on with this podcast is especially, I'm passionate about it, but it's also, I'm kind of nervous and I'm a little bit scared too. Not a lot, but just a little bit like, I'm just hoping that it will be of value to people. That's it. But it's already met one value. It's met a value for me because it's really, just doing this podcast alone is a sign of healing for me, because I love podcasting, but I thought I'd never do it again because I'd gotten so scared and just a lot of things, but here I am, here. Here I am. Here I stand. Na na na. For all the love that I never had. Is that what it said? I don't remember. Something to that effect, because I love. It's a good way to end it, because we talk about love and all that, how persons wanted to find love, and then when they find the wrong love, they're mad at you still. Like, hello, pick a side. Anyway, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And thank you so much for tuning in. And let's get to watching. Let's get started. I love to open new packages. There will be the latest information on the top funding opportunities for entrepreneurs who are seeking funding. Come along with me. I'm Coach Racquel, and this is a passion project for me, so I'm so happy to bring this to you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. Oh my goodness, I love the music in that intro. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back to Refresh. Well, yeah, Refresh. It's pretty new, okay? This is episode 5 of my new podcast. I am Coach Racquel, and welcome back to my podcast. Welcome back to my podcast. So I was saying, welcome back to Refresh, Relax, Renew. That is the name of my podcast. And I'm Coach Racquel, and I just want to welcome you back. It is my hope that you have been enjoying this experience as much as I have. I've been having a fantastic time. It's really, really been very special. And so I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this podcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your share. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope that you'll continue to do so. Please remember to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Okay? All right. So today on our podcast, I have thoughts. So of course, the in the first segment, what I like to call breakdown, self-work, breakthroughs. I'm going to be sharing some thoughts on a topical issue. Today I'm just looking at one topical issue. Sometimes I look at multiple depending on what's going on, but I look at what the trending topics are and I share my thoughts on the ones that touch my heart. Okay. And I always like to say thank you to the people who go through the stories to give us inspiration and motivation and content for discussion and for us to review our own lives. We use their breakdowns to inspire our self-work so we can experience breakthrough. Everyone should learn from their own mistakes, but I believe it's wise to also learn from other people's mistakes, to especially learn from other people's mistake whenever we get the opportunity or whenever the opportunity presents itself. So welcome to the podcast. And remember, yes, one of the most important thing or one of the most important part of this experience that I'd like you to enjoy is the ASMR. Let's play a little bit of the ocean before we go into our hot topic for today, our trending topic. Just let that sound wash over you. Yes, hear that sound, baby. Wow. Ooh. Do you hear that sound of the ocean? Isn't it just soothing? Some deep breaths. Another deep breath. Wow. Wasn't that refreshing? The sound, the ASMR of that. Oh, beautiful. I want us to feel that, before we go into having conversations about other people's lives, because we really have to be, I believe it's important to be wise and to be mindful when we speak on other people's lives and other people's experiences, because we're not walking in their shoe. We don't know what happened on that day, on that morning, on that minute before something happened, or before someone makes a mistake, or before life happens. You know what I mean? Because everything isn't a mistake. Some things are meant to be, no matter how horrible it may seem to us, right? Because it's just a matter of how we interpret and perceive it, right? But for me, I like to use each breakdown as an opportunity for self-work, because I am always seeking that breakthrough, baby. I am always seeking that breakthrough. So let's get into the trending topic. And please remember, everything I say is alleged because I was not there. And even if I was there, it would still be alleged because it would be down to my understanding and my perception, how I perceive a thing. So with respect to the stories, I wasn't there. So everything you'll hear is alleged. All right. So the story I'm going to be sharing with you today is my source is USA Today, And the headline reads, conjugal visits should be suspended after two women killed, California prosecutor said. The deaths of two women during conjugal visits with their significant others at a California prison last year should prompt a suspension of the visits altogether, while authorities conduct a top-to-bottom review, the county's top prosecutor said Thursday. That's the responsible thing to do when you have two tragedies that have occurred in the same institution, in the same program, within a short time span, is take a look at whether or not the protocol, policies, and procedures are adequate. Amador County District Attorney Todd Rebe told USA Today in an interview. The two women, 47-year-old Tania Thomas and 62-year-old Stephanie Brinson, who also went by Stephanie Dowells, were both allegedly strangled during what the state prison system calls family visits. Extended visits in apartment-like facilities at Mule Creek State Prison in Northern Caribbean, prison in Northern California, Rebe said. Thomas' domestic partner, Anthony Curry, 48, was charged with murder and accused of strangling her in July 2024. He was already serving a life sentence for attempted second-degree murder. Dowell's husband, 54-year-old David Brinson, hasn't yet been charged, but is a suspect in her death in November, Rebe said. He was already serving a life sentence for murder, according to media reports. The prosecutor's call for action joins those of family members like Thomas's cousin, Janine Rojo. I'm going to play a bit of an audio so you can also hear. And this news story is coming from KTLA5, right? KTLA5.
A notorious LA killer serving life in prison without the possibility of parole reportedly strangled his wife to death during a conjugal visit. 54-year-old David Brinson was convicted in the 1990 execution-style murders of four men in the Mid-Wilshire district. Authorities say last November, while at Mule Creek State Prison in Northern California, he told officers his 62-year-old wife, Stephanie, had passed out during a conjugal visit. She was declared dead at the scene. 4 months later, a coroner confirmed that she was strangled to death. The Amador County District Attorney is awaiting the prison's full report before filing charges against Brinson. Brinson has since been transferred to a state prison in Stockton.
Wow. Okay. Wow, that is something. Now, the thing that touched me, or that made me want to that made me want to talk about this is, first, I want to say condolences to the family. I'm sorry for I don't know what happened, but I wouldn't want to transition from this earth that way. So, I really feel it for these ladies and any other who have suffered such a fate. It's a terrible way to go. I think one of the worst tragedies are when it seems to happen by someone that the victim loved. I mean, think about it. When someone you love hurts you, it hurts, right? Even though in the back of my mind, in my heart, I feel like, but those are the people who can hurt you, the one you actually love. Because it's like when you love someone, you literally give them the key to hurt you. You literally hand over that power to them, with the hope and the faith and the trust that they will not misuse or abuse that power that you've given to them. You know what I mean? So, but I still, I would not have wished that on my worst enemy, for them to transition in that way, but it has happened. And when something happens, I like to just face it. I like to face it to the best of my capacity, so I don't miss the lessons. So I don't miss the lessons, or in other cases, the blessing. You know what I mean? Of course, in this case, a lot of people are thinking, "Oh, someone lost their life. There's no blessing." Well, I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm trying to say, what inspired me to talk about this story was not just that someone, transitioned or lost their life, but some of the conversations I was hearing, a person saying, she was digmatized, and that she loved the dick and the dick led her to death. And, some persons there was some victim blaming to me, in my opinion, that I found unpleasant. We all will transition at some point, and we don't know what's going to be used as the method by this universe to get us to transition, right? We don't know when it's our time. We don't know if it wasn't this lady's time. We don't know if, we talk about the Bible and the experiences in the Bible and things like that. David killed Goliath and all of that, and this becomes ceremonial to us. Like we value it because we're saying, oh yes, it was a miracle that God, God used this young shepherd boy, and but no, it's just that we don't know when these things happen in the time that we're in. Because remember, the David story was some time ago. So now looking back at it, we have 2020 vision, and we can see the purpose, and we can see how God used it and all of that. But in this moment, because this is happening kind of not immediately now, but within this our lifespan, sometimes we don't credit it the same way we credit things of the past, because we can't see the 2020 vision of it, right? I do believe that nothing just happens. Everything happens for a reason, even when I cannot understand it. And for me, this story gives me an opportunity to talk about an issue that I hear a lot of persons talking about single Black women. I'm one of them, right? And sometimes I get oh, you're getting so old, and you're not married, or you don't have this, or you don't have that, or you don't have kids, and you don't have a relationship. And sometimes, outside of my own personal desires, if you're not careful, when you're listening to the chatter, you feel so inadequate. You feel like you're missing out on your life, the way sometimes people talk about certain relationships and you're not in it and you don't have a relationship. And the way sometimes it's presented in such a way like you're not living if you're not with someone. You're not living any quality life if you're not in a relationship. So let me put myself out there on the block. I would love to have a relationship. I've never had a relationship. I've dated, but I've never had a relationship. I've never lived with someone. I mean, outside of like college years or whatever, I would love to experience what it's like to live with a man. I would love to have that experience to see what that's like. I'd love to have an argument with him and then have what they call the makeup sex and all of that. I have not had that. I would like to be in the same space. I'd like to have a boyfriend where I have a drawer at his home. I haven't had those experiences. And it's not because I was trying not to. I wasn't trying not to. But life is happening, and you can't just sit by and wait for life to happen to you. It's not that I haven't tried. There are times I put myself out there, or at least I think I am, and the person you're putting it out there to may not even recognize it, acknowledge, or even know that it's happening, or even care that it's happening, or maybe just don't feel the same way you feel. Now, this lady, especially the Stephanie Dowells, like I've seen a lot of clips of her. Like she really lived a full life. Like she was charitable. She was a hairdresser, reportedly, and this was a woman full of life. She was so soft. She was so, to me, I feel like she had those little characteristics that I hear people say a woman should have to find a man. You should be gentle. You should, submit. You should be all of these things. And for me, it's not that I disagree with those things, but it frightens me the way people speak about it, because I feel like, does that mean I can't be myself? And then I just start asking myself, like, am I not gentle? I'm not gentle all the time. But anyway, let me talk back about the lady. So I'm just saying that to say, she seemed to have the characteristics and personality traits of what people would say, yeah, this is the kind of woman. You know, she was accomplished, she was charitable, she had her family connections based on the reports that I've seen so far. I guess so. I guess maybe that's why it wasn't so strange that someone, you know, propositioned her, or however, or she propositioned someone. I don't know how it happened, but somebody married her because she was his wife, even though he was in prison. And you heard the story, so I'm not going to repeat it, because I believe everybody is capable, everybody deserves love, and I don't think the fact that he was serving a sentence for those particular crimes made his act special, or like it added to why this happened. No, because women are killed women are being abused, are experiencing domestic violence in their homes with their husbands who are at home, with their husbands who wear suit and tie. So perpetrators don't have a specific look or specific history. This happens. Women's lives are threatened and even taken by family members, by their children, by pastors, by people who are upstanding in society. So I don't think so. Even in some of the conversation where they're making it seem as if she chose a murderer, she didn't choose a murderer. She chose to love. Yeah. And one thing I've learned, because though I've never been in a relationship, though I've never been in a relationship, I've experienced loving. I've experienced loving, or at least having the not just a feeling, because loving is not a feeling. It's something that, for me, it's something that just happens to me. It's something that comes from a place in me that I cannot touch, you know. And it's just interesting, but I'm not gonna dwell on that. But based on my understanding of love and how love works, nobody gets up and says, I'm going to find this person with this rap sheet. I'm going to fall in love with him and I'm going to marry him. Even though this man, no, we also, I mean, we have to make up our minds. We also say people can be rehabilitated. I am sure it's not all mass murderer or serial killer or whatever this person is. Not all of them did not experience or failed to experience redemption, right? So I just didn't like that persons were making it seem as though she just made this stupid decision. You know, she was just so lonely, and it wasn't, and then they're saying like she was so dying for sex that she went and made this bad choice. We make mistakes all the time. We make mistakes all the time, and unless you are perfect, you don't know where your mistakes will take you. You don't know where. I'm telling you, today could be perfect, and then tomorrow, one bad word you say, or you say the kindest word, or you think it's the kindest word to the wrong person, and your life can be taken like that. We're living in a world where, like, please, people are losing their lives. Even when you go on social media, I heard one YouTuber, Funky Dineva, said on one of his broadcasts that whenever he had some issue with Tasha K, another YouTuber, and he said allegedly he's going to slap her the next, and it's not allegedly, I heard him say it on his video, right? The next time he sees her, he's going to slap her. That's violence against women. Where's the outrage? Why is it that we're outraged about what that video allegedly claimed that happened between Sean Combs and Cassie, but this man saying he's going to slap a woman does not get the same response? Why? Just as this woman who married these women who married these men, and this happened to them, what makes this different from other men who sometimes wipe out their entire family? I guess what I'm trying to say is, can we be compassionate? This is a breakdown, and there's no, and when I say a breakdown, I mean a disruption. It's a disruption in the system, right? And I believe that breakdowns come because something is missing and there are things to learn. And so God creates something to get our attention to say, hey, we need to look at this. And in this case, I think as the prosecutor was saying, maybe we need to revise this program. We need to have another look at it. Is this something we're supposed to be doing? And not just is it something we should be doing, but what is happening? Don't we want to know what's happening? How do we know that these men did it? Did they do it? Or could there be somebody else in there that's doing it? We don't know, right? And I'm not trying to create an out for anyone. I'm just saying there are many ways to use this story. And we don't just have to stop at the negative. We don't even just have to stop at feeling sorry for the victims. We can also extend that to what can we learn here? Why am I aware of this story? What is the universe trying to teach me? And maybe because one of the fears I have when it comes to, like, I want to have a relationship. I do. But, well, one, I think my heart is not very trained in knowing who to love, because the men I love don't love me back. Or at least that's what I feel, right? Because I have to go by actions, right? And it hurts, right? But also, I still prefer that than having someone in my life who's going to pretend. So one, I feel like my heart chooses wrong, but two, because it's just going to love what it loves, and my soul is going to love who it loves. Okay, and on the other hand, it's like I need to vet who. Let's say I do have someone who then loves me back. Now I'm going to have to vet that person too. It's like this double-edged sword. You want to meet someone, but then you could meet someone and you still have to stop and say, hold on, because I've dated people and I've had to go back and like, oh my gosh. I remember once I dated a guy, I never met him before, and I invited him to my home. I was the only one at home. And I'm looking back at it, I'm like, but you can't do that. And I remember I went through this period where, and one of the lessons I'm saying we can pick up from this, as I started before, and I said, sometimes there's this pressure on you. You need to date. I remember at one point in time, I think it was like maybe 3 years or 4 years ago, I felt so pressured by the people in my life that I started just going online, meeting men. And that was when I actually had someone come to my home, and I never knew the person. I did not know this guy. And I remember he came, and I was showing my friend, like, he's just there. He was just watching TV. And I have to thank God, because at least that person was a kind person who didn't mean me any harm. You just don't know what you did. And maybe someone would say to me, I was stupid. But I didn't intentionally set out to do something stupid. There was just so much pressure. And another thing that I did once, I remember when I was very young, I think I was about 16 or something. I was in high school, and I was feeling pressured again, because for me, when I was going through my school years, my college years, my focus was just on education, because I felt like education was the way out for me in this life, right? The way I'm going to take care of myself, because I had parenting issues and stuff like that, so I was never settled. I was here, there, and bouncing everywhere, so that was my focus. But then I would come down on this pressure. You're not dating, blah, blah, blah. And I remember, I'm going to share this little story with you. I remember one day I was so sad. I felt like, why isn't there any man who loves me then, or whatever, and why do I have to come under this pressure? I just want to get through school. I just want to survive. I want to get a home. I'm catching here. I'm just trying to survive. And maybe they wanted me to find a man so I could move out. I don't know. But I said to myself that day, I said, you know what? I'm going into the town, and the first guy that says hello to me, because it has never been an issue of men saying hi or whatever the case may be, right? But anyway, when I got into the town, there was this huge fat man. I'm telling you, he was about 300 to 500 pounds. And he said hello to me. He was the first one. And I went with it. And he said he was going to pick me up, to go on a date, whatever. So in the evening, around, I think it was like 7 p.m. in the night or so, I'd say between 7 and 8 p.m. in the night, he came. Nobody asked, who is that? Everybody, the response was just, oh, I have somebody calling. Oh, a nice car. That was it. It was a nice car that nobody took down the license plate number, nothing. And I'm telling you, trepidation. I was going. I didn't want to go. I was scared. I was terrified. But I felt I had to go because I'm living in your house, and this is how you're saying. And it's not even just living in your house, but I felt like they were right. Like, why haven't I found somebody? Yeah. So anyway, I went with this person, and he drove to like a whole different parish. I remember he was driving, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, we're going farther and farther away from where I'm from. I remember we went down to this place. He said he was going to get something to eat, but he said first he wanted to stop in and check on his grandmother. He went to this little house. It was a really tiny house. It didn't look like a house. It looked like just a one room. Like, it didn't look like a place that had bathroom and kitchen. It was just one little space. Yeah. One little house. And he was in there for so long. And I was sitting in the car. And I couldn't sit in the car anymore. So I got up and I went inside there. And I was like, what's happening? Whatever. The man was sitting on this bed like he was late, like he knew what he was doing and he was waiting for me. And I remember when I got in there, oh my God. I remember he kissed me, and that was it for me. I don't know where it came from in my mind to do this. You know, I think I know where. I think I got it from my dad, but I started acting crazy, like I was a mad person. I didn't know what else to do. I was here, and I made this bad decision, and I do not know what to do. How am I going to get out of this? And my first instinct was pretend like you're mad, like you have mental illness. And that's what I did. Oh God, thank you so much, universe. You were on my side that night. Thank you. Quick thinking. I started just going crazy, and the man, he freaked all the way out. I remember he was like, he actually believed it, you know. The man ran out of that house so fast and said, come get in the car, let me take you back to your place because you are crazy. I'm telling you, I didn't stop. I was going, and even we're passing the different places. I was behaving like I was mad. The man, I'm telling you, the man drove me to the yard. And by the time the first leg came out of the car, the man didn't even wait for me to close the door. The man just drove away because he thought I was really crazy. I don't know what would have happened that night. I don't know. And things like those are the reason I didn't even invest enough time in, you need to really get a relationship before a certain age. I wasn't thinking that. I learned from these experiences that, you know, Racquel, you got to get a good education, and because security is going to be important, and you've got to take care of yourself. Because for me, what that made me feel was like, if I were to rely on anybody else, and then because I wasn't kind of like an informal foster care system, I was bouncing from here. I felt like I was growing up. I was never in charge of my security. I was never in charge of protecting myself. There was nobody protecting me, and I was not in. Like, it's almost like I didn't have what resources I needed to make sure I was okay. So I was from often, and God has been really, really good, because I did not experience. Though I thought I wasn't being protected, the universe had me. The universe really had me, because I've made some real stupid choices. I shared that to say, we're not all out here just getting up and willingly choosing someone just because we're horny. And I do have urge to have sex, and not just urge. It's not just urge I have. It's not just my body feeling when I'm going through whatever the time of month is where they said, you know, your body. Not just that, I have a desire for sex as well. I do. And not just sex, but I have the desire for companionship. I have that desire. But there's so many things involved, you know. So on the one hand, they're pressuring you to go, and on the other hand, they're saying you're so stupid to have gone. So you have to do your best, make the decisions best for your life, and trust the universe and trust God that whatever the outcome is, that's what it was meant to be. Again, I don't wish harm on anyone, but we're living in a world where harm comes to us. We're living in a world where we're going to transition at some point, and we have no control over what method or what channels will be used. So I'm saying give people grace. This woman did not. She did not set out for someone to hurt her. And maybe the man didn't even set out to hurt her either. We don't know. Maybe he's mentally, we don't know. So I'm just saying, could we just be kinder, more thoughtful, more mindful when we discuss these things? And there's a lesson here. Stop pressuring single people. Stop it. Stop it. You need to stop it. You need to stop behaving as though we don't have lives and we have low value because we were not as lucky or as blessed as you are to find our person, if there is a person for everyone, because I don't know if there's a person out there for me. I do not know. Like I said, I've not been lucky in love. Not like I've loved too many times, but I've at least tried. I've tried even when I didn't love the person, just only because I felt like it's my fault that I'm not with somebody. And now that I have an idea of what love is, it's weird because now that I've experienced this internal thing that I never understood before, I want to release the person I love. I don't want to trap them. I just want them to be happy and safe and be well and live a full life. So people are not out here just trying to self-harm. No, so give grace. She deserved love. She deserved love. And whatever he made her feel up to the time where he did that, I'm happy she experienced whatever joys she experienced in the beginning. She deserved it. They deserved it. We all deserve love. So when our love hurts, some kindness, some gentleness, some mindfulness, some positive thoughts, please, because we're all out here just doing our best. All right. So that's all I have to say on that topic for today. Thank you so much for listening. And, a moment of silence for these ladies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your stories. I just want to say to Stephanie Dowells and to Tania, I think it's Tania Thomas, thank you for your stories. It has inspired me and it's making me at least try to be wiser or be more mindful or more intentional and paying attention and slowing down. Pay attention because, it's who you love, you give the power to hurt you. So this story is really making me like, you might feel like rushing, Racquel, but slow down. Take your time. Allow the universe to move on your behalf. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me so long. It's just been such a wonderful opportunity to be here with you. And now we are going to... Now we are going to unbox. We're going to be unboxing and going through some packages right now. Now, the first thing I want to say is thank you. I want to say thank you to these two people. Oof. Let me just write on there. YouTube handle first. Hold on, hang on. Let me make sure I write this so I can read it. And then we have that. RT. Sarah. 7716. Okay. All right. So there are two people I want to say thank you to. Can you see? I hope you can see clearly. So there are two people I want to say thank you to, and I typed their handle there, and I'm also going to share it on the screen so you can see it properly. And the first one is at GFIH Ministries. That's actually one of my clients. And then the second one is at RT Sarah 7716. These two people gave me two of the best gifts ever. And I'm so humbled. I'm so thankful. And I just want to say, please go to their channels, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment and thank them on my behalf. I'm about to show you what they. So artist Sarah 7716. She's a YouTuber from Kenya. Very lovely. Oh, she's like a bundle of joy. A bundle of joy, and she loves kids and she works with kids. And then at GFIH Ministries is actually a church, and it's one of those churches that I feel like use real life experience, and it's about healing and deliverance. She was a nurse, you know what I mean? It's use real life experiences in the messages to inspire and empower people. So two really good people to know. So I just want to say thank you to them. And now I'm going to show you what they got me. There we go. I got some really, really special gifts from drum roll. Let's see if we can find it on the map. Thank God here. Oops. Hold on. Let's see if we can find where exactly is Kenya, Africa, Libya, Egypt, Saudi Arabia. We are looking for Kenya. I tell you, in another life, I'll be a singer. I found Ghana. All right, Liberia, Nigeria, Sudan, Ethiopia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. Kenya. Kenya is right there, Mama. We found Kenya. It's right somewhere. Right, this green. Yeah, Kenya is this little green spot. Right here. So here we go. We're gonna see, and someday I hope to travel there. Right here. Kenya is right here. So we're gonna. Oh, I can't put it in it. Let's see it. Hey, right there. Kenya's right. We are now going to open our gifts. The first thing, and this one is from RT Sarah 7716. It reads, Kenya, isn't that gorgeous? I don't know, it just feels so special, you know, because it's from Africa. And I didn't buy it in a store. It came straight from there, you know, authentic. It's an authentic piece, and it was a gift. So and clearly, this person, you know, they know me, because something like this really, I really like something like that. And I'm going to show you the rest, because the rest is even more amazing, because the rest is for my YouTube channel. I'm an ASMR YouTube vlogger, and I have a fitness channel, and let me share that with you. I have a fitness channel, and I also have a food channel, food ASMR channel. Look at that, right next to my Jamaican. Well, some of these are African pieces actually. When I bought, but these I bought on Amazon. So you see there. So it's a mixture of, you have Jamaican colors, and then you have, this is African pieces. But this piece is special because this one is special because I didn't buy it anywhere. It came straight from the country. Okay. No. Okay, let me open the rest of what she sent for me. Oh my gosh, she's just amazing. She is just amazing. And these are things, by the way, that I've been going online looking at, but I just hadn't bought it yet. You know, I got a little purse. Isn't that cute? Straight Kenyan. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Inside, pretty cute, isn't it? Can you see? Yeah, pretty cute. Very nice actually. Very nice. Very nice. I love the colors. Yeah, and it's very soft, like sponge or something. It's very soft. Like you could put something in here that you don't want to break. Yeah. So that's one thing. Now look at this. Baby, the next video I do for my ASMR channel, for my food video, this one. And I just have made the purchase. Oh, this means so much to me. This really, Sarah, thank you, my darling. Thank you so much for such a thoughtful gift. It's really special to me because clearly you know about my food channel. And this makes it really, really special because these are the kinds of gifts I would like and I'm going to be using. And every time I use it, I'll make sure that I put your channel there. So thank you. Thank you so much for these. They're beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful and I love them. You can see here. I love them. I don't know, there is a something about this coming from Africa. Make it so special to me. Look at that. Oh my gosh. These are the colors when you're online and you're looking up African stuff. These are the colors you see. Oh, look at my spoons. Are they lovely? Oh, Artisera7716. At Artisera7716 on YouTube. Wow. This is just lovely. This is just lovely. There we go. Now I got this bad boy. I remember when she said, and this is at GFIH Ministries on YouTube, GFIHministries.org. That's her name. Her name is Apostle Fordyce, and I just want to say, thank you so much for always being so kind to me. Like I feel like I don't know if God tells her to, but I feel like she takes extra time to let me know I'm loved, and it's a very special thing. I don't know if she feels it in her heart, like, I think I need to let her know. To be honest, that is something I've struggled with, knowing, do people love me? I don't know, so, but this is someone who's always giving me gifts. And I guess it's someone I also receive gifts from. So for those persons who offer me gifts and I say no, please do not hold it against me. It's just that I grew up in such a way that I had there were a lot of kind strangers is what I call them. And not all kindness is meant for kindness. And so I'm extremely cautious, or I try to be cautious in what gifts I'm accepting. Is it really a gift? Are you giving me more than you can afford to give? And therefore I might need to temper, not take too much, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I think when it comes to matters of the heart, I've been very guarded. Here's a little secret. One of my friends, my only little angel one of my angels said to me the other day, pals, I don't like the word friends. She said something to the effect of, I don't necessarily make it easy for people to be kind to me. And just so you know, I'm checking, I'm really evaluating. I'm evaluating, okay? And I know she'll see this because she's like my number one support. I heard you, and I'm evaluating and I'm self-checking because I know you're not wrong, because you're my mirror, you're my truth person, you're one of my accountability persons who said like you tell me the truth straight up, right? So when you said that, I heard it, and I'm like, huh? I never thought of it, but sometimes we're doing things we don't even think, you know what I mean? So I've been guarded, and I think that guard has been doing its job. I think that guard, that wall shows up sometimes and with people that I may not want it to show up, but it is. So I have to learn to receive kindness. So I'm just saying, this is actually someone I felt safe receiving kindness from. That's what I'm trying to get. It's just the way she does it. It seems very seamless, it flows kind of thing. So but this right here, I remember when she said to me she was going to Kenya. I wanted to go too, but circumstances. And I remember she said she'd like to bring something back for me. And I said to her, okay, go ahead, whatever you feel. But I don't want to swear, but I promise you, when I said it to her, and I never told her this, I didn't even tell her when she gave it to me. When I said it to her, I saw a picture of one of these flash across my mind. But it's a shorter one, and it's rounder, and it has a shorter stick. So it wasn't this exact one. It was a rounder one, flatter, and it has a shorter thick stick, and it's like, because I see it whenever, even when someone, I'm a picture person, like images come to my mind all the time. Sometimes they come in still, sometimes it comes in videos, but mostly videos. And when somebody's talking to me, it's pure videos running through my mind, right? Well, not all the time. There's some people talk to me and there's blank, but I'm just saying, there's some experiences I have where someone might be talking, and that day when she said it to me, I'll never forget, that thing came to my mind and I said nothing and I let it ride, right? Here we are. The very thought of the very thing that I thought, it doesn't look the way I saw it, but the exact thing I thought. You see the power of the mind? The power of the mind. This is I've been wanting one of these because I have one, but it's ceramic and it doesn't work the way I want. You see the top of this one, the way the top is, the things won't splash as badly. Look at that. Isn't this amazing? Isn't this gorgeous? Isn't this just gorgeous? It's gorgeous. I cannot wait to cook. I'm gonna be cooking. I love having things like these. Like I love gadgets in the kitchen. It inspires. It motivates me to go into the kitchen. Okay. And she gave me another gift. There is another gift. Oh, sorry. And then there's some bag. Okay. Okay. Again, the power of words. I don't know what was going on when this happened. A couple of days ago, I was talking with her, and she said to me, do you wear African dresses? Something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, And I remember I said to her, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you just said that to me. And I turned my screen. I said to her, let me share something with you. And I go ahead and I opened up my Amazon and I showed her and I said, it's so weird that you'd say that to me. Because today, literally that same day, like an hour or two before I spoke with her, I'm getting emotional. I was on Amazon and this voice in my head was like, you don't have an African dress. How is it that you don't have an African dress? Why haven't you bought African clothing? And I'm sat back and I'm like, yeah, for real. I care about other things. Why haven't I bought, Africans? I bought this. I was very intentional when I bought this, and the necklace too. I went and searched for African stuff, and I bought these, but I didn't have any clothing, and I put 2 pieces in my thing. And if you watched the episodes before, you should have seen them. I'm actually going to show you. And I remember I said to her, I'm not sure which episode it's in, but I unboxed them in one of my episodes, right? Oh, come on, it was already there. Okay, those 2 dresses right there. Those 2 African dresses. I opened my Amazon and I said to her, oh my goodness. Today, the voice in my head said it to me, and I searched for them and I actually purchased them. And you'd have seen me unpack these either in episode 2 or I'm not sure which of the episodes. It could be between 1 and 4. I don't know. But it would be between episodes 1 to episode 4, either 1, 2, 3, or 4. I busted. The day when she said it to me. When she said it to me was the exact time. And then she said she had a thing for me, an African. Here we go. It's like a vest-like, but it's long. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at the colors. It's like a long vest. I love it. Look at that. And I'll be filming it soon. As a matter of fact, that's cool. She said it to me, and it was the same time, like the voice said it to me earlier, and I'm telling you, and the same thing. Isn't that cute? There we go. So my African vest, the African necklace, the African Kenya. I love this one so much, Sarah. It just says Kenya. I love it. It says Kenya. I love it. Oh gosh, I love it. I love that it says Kenya. Anyway, I am so overjoyed. I still have my Amazon package to unbox. So let's go, because we're still doing it. I'm feeling so grateful right now. So let's unpack this thing. And I don't know why I'm feeling so emotional. I know why I'm feeling emotional. I'm feeling emotional because it's like there. Okay, I think I have this gift, but for so long it wasn't acknowledged, and I felt like it wasn't validated. That I just thought I was crazy. Where I would see things and it would happen. I feel like my life has been a life of deja vu, and sometimes I'm afraid to speak. So a lot of times I write like if I, even on my Facebook channel, sometimes people think I'm saying something because I'm going through it. No, it's just a voice in my head say right, and I wrote it. And I feel like sometimes if I don't put it out there, it's like something's gonna happen to me or something's gonna happen to somebody else, and I don't necessarily want to say it to somebody because sometimes I really do feel silly to do so. So I'll just write it or something like that. But anyway, I'm just saying it's just something that I was talking about, the same thing with this, and here it is. So anyway, I'd like to show you the box. Amazon, all right? That's an Amazon package, and of course, and we're using DHL Express delivery. They are amazing. Listen to this talk. Huh? Baby. All right. There we go. These are it. That's our package for today. So now we're going to go through one at a time. This Kenya thing is doing something to me, and this thing doing something to me, and the African thing, because of the story, is doing something to me emotionally. But the Kenya on this thing is really special to me. So this is a little fan, as you can see, the little pink fan that I bought. Here we go. Here. Hear the sound? I love the sound. Woo. I didn't bring. Oh, I have a charger right here, baby. I have it. Let's see if it would work, or it would need to charge first and then work later. Let's see. I have a charger right here. So, portable charger. Woo! Woo! It came on. Ooh! Ooh! Oh wow! Oh my gosh! I think the spaces are so big. My finger almost went to just. It came on like a wrecking ball. I was saying it came in like a wrecking ball. A wrecking ball. Oh, this works. It works. It works. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, I got the lowest too. I like the home. You know? Oh, baby. Let's leave her right here, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, oh, yes. I like that. I like that. Ooh. What is this, mama? Let's get the, get scissors. What is this? Oh, this is probably the dice. Oh no, these are probably the hooks. All right, let's see. I don't have to get some again. Like it. Unbox it, baby. Hey. I like the fan. All right, so I'm turning it off. There we go. When you turn it off, there's like a click sound that you hear. But you have to be very careful because I feel like the space is, I feel like the space is pretty wide. This, for the finger could go in. My finger slipped in. Oh, it's the dice. Sorry. It's the dice. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, oh wow! I know stress. Oh, stress ball. Oh my gosh. Whoa, perfect stress balls. Oh my gosh, it has this gummy feel. Oh, whoa, baby! It fell. I need one. Oh, here we go. Oh, the dice. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. I got these because I also want them for when I'm working out. Sometimes I want to throw the dice and do the amount of reps based on the roll of the dice. I have this that I bought some time ago. I did an unboxing for this, so sometime I might share it with you later. Yeah, but the dice, they're so small. When I throw them, you can't really see them, right? I love them though. I love this thing. But I wanted something you could see on camera when I throw it. But I know that this is also a stress ball, and I'm telling you, perfection for stress ball. Like it makes your hands. It really is a stress ball. Like sometimes some stretch ball have this tension feel. It's like this relaxing, massaging feeling. I love this. Yeah, I really love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's keep going. Keep going. And this is a tarpaulin. It's right there. So I bought this because it's waterproof. Because of the other thing that I bought, the portable tub, and I want to put it on top of this, So let me show you a little bit of it. It's really large, so I'm not going to really open it too widely. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. I like the material. It's very thick, very thick. Yeah, I like it. So. Okay, and these are the hooks. These are the hooks that you're seeing on there. And the reason, usually I know I would open up the product so you can see it properly. And I'm going to put I forgot to tell you in the other videos, I will leave the links to the items in the description, okay? Just in case you want them. But I know I usually show you the picture, click on each picture, but at the moment my mouse, it died. It needs to be recharged. So that's the reason I'm not expanding it. And also it's easier this way too because I have all these things around me. So yeah. So these are the hooks. So I have some hooks already that I got, but I wanted suction hooks, right? I wanted hook that suction, instead of tape, because I realized that sometimes when I put up the tape, I just don't like the removal. It's not terrible, but sometimes just a little bit of the paint might be chipped or something. I just don't like it. I don't like it. So I wanted to see if I could try some of these. But of course, there's specific surface that you can use this on. I don't think you can use it actually on a painted wall and stuff like that. Suction hooks. Suction hooks. Like in the bathroom and stuff like that. And I'm gonna make it work for me. So I got it's a 12 pack. Yeah. Like I said, I have some hooks already, but okay. The final. This I'm excited about. Right. Hello. This is the portable tub. This is a portable tub. It's now summer here in Jamaica. And summer be summering. It's very warm, and well, you'll see how I use it, okay? And it's not necessarily for outdoor use, because I want to do ice bath And for my fitness, so if you follow me on my fitness channel, the links are being shared. It's kellysfitnessadventures.com. If you go there, you'll see my fitness videos. But so you can go there to see when I do my ice bath. Okay, I'm gonna be doing ice bath, and also just hanging out in some cool water and watch a movie. You know what I mean? I like I said in my last episode and in other episodes, I find ways to bring joy into my life. So I'm not going to sit and say the place is so hot. I'm just going to say to myself, okay, the place, it is summer and it's pretty warm. What can I put in place to mitigate it? That's me. I like to find solutions rather than complain about something that's happening. So I might not be there saying, oh my gosh, da, da, da. I would rather just find a solution. So if it's getting very warm, I'll just get something that I can get into and stay in it, or put some ice in a tub and just stay in it and just chill and cool myself down rather than complain about it. So that's something that's how I live a positive life. I don't complain, or I try not to complain. I'm not a complainer, even though I think the world has become so adjusted to things like that if you don't complain, people think you don't have problems, and that's okay. Maybe I don't have any problems. Because the last thing I want you to think when you think about me is problems. I don't want you to think problems. That's problem child. No, when you think of me, I want you to think joy. Huh? Woo, baby. Okay, I want to show you. There we go. So we got this hose. We got a box. And this is it comes with an electric pump. So that's this. Wow. Woohoo. All right. Yeah, so you just plug that in, pump it up. And the nozzle right here. 3 nozzles, 3 different nozzle sizes, 3 different sizes. Oh, this is pretty cool. Actually, I already have a pump, but the pump I have is not electric. So this is refreshing. This is good to have. Yeah. Pump it up. And now here is the tub. Woohoo! Baby! Exciting. I am excited. You see that? What you see this? I love to do this. I love to unwrap, unpack, unbox, all of that. Love to take me through the part, baby. Wow. Oh, it has a manual. Oh, this is the little pillar that goes on top. And it has these repair patch. It has repair patches. And then on the top, take forever. So this is the little pillow that goes on top. As you can see on the picture, let me see if I can. I want to show it to you. There we go. I love this ball. So now this is a stress ball. I feel relaxed just by this is a stress ball. This is a stress ball. Whoa. That's look at that. Ooh, it's heavy. And then it has the top that you can open and zip it. So when you're in it, so for example, you'll see what I'm using it because I'll be using it even in my living. I'll use it in my living room. Just when the place time is really, really warm and I just want to chill out, just do this. So I'll show it to you on my fitness channel, kellysfitnessadventures.com. So you'll see when I do my ice bath and stuff. Wow, it's really big. It's long. Yeah, it feels like a pool. And this is where now you attach the hose. I'm going to check to see if they have like something to close it. But when you're not ready to use the hose, how it works. So I'll let you know how it works. Definitely let you know how it works. When I bought this, actually, it was a pool that I was going to buy. I was going to get another pool. I mean, I literally have a pool outside now, but because I don't want to go outside because of stuff. Reasons. Again, I don't put myself in positions where I'm going to lose joy. I put myself in a position where I'll gain joy. Okay, so I do have a pool outside, but I found something in it once and I just can't use it again. It's just how it goes because it's something that, we're not friends. So I was going to get another one and then I came up on this beauty and I'm like, oh my God, look at this one. So that's how I ended up getting this one. I ended up getting that one. So yeah. Now I want to close off this. I want to go to another important segment in this podcast episode.
Are you an entrepreneur or business owner looking for ways to increase the business cash flow? Well, you're at the right place. Go grab your pen and paper, then let's begin.
Bear in mind, conditions apply. All grants have specific deadlines. For more information, please visit our website at www.mycoachministry.com. Scan this QR code now and begin.
I'm going to share what is there. However, I want to let you know that you'll be watching this video. This podcast episode you'll be watching in April. And I'm recording it before April. So by the time you get it, by the time you see the podcast, the latest funding opportunities would have been up already. So I just want to let you know that. So don't worry. You see that QR code? You can just scan that QR code and it takes you straight to the website. And when you get to the website that I'm currently on, that I'm showing you right now, when you get there, simply, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. You just go to resources and hit funding blog, or you just scroll down and you'll see it, right? So right now we're in March, so March is up, right? But you're going to be viewing this episode in April, and by the time you start viewing it, April will be up. So what I'm sharing with you now will be March. It's not April. But by the time you're watching this, should you visit the link, you'll get the latest ones. Let me just share with you the ones that are currently within the United States, throughout the United States. These are not state specific, they're just within the United States. I'm going to share a few with you. Let me see. Okay, so this is opportunities only within the United States. So if you're not in the United States, don't apply. You have the Amazon Black Business Accelerator, Amber Grants, Bank of America's Business Education Center for Entrepreneurs, Black Ambition Prize, Builders and Backers Idea Accelerator, CTIA Wireless Foundation Catalyst Grant, DoorDash Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund. Then you have, and that's my client. That's the one that gave me the African gift. So that's their ad on my blog. Yeah, and then you have Empower Her Grant, Boundless Future Foundations, Fair Small Business Grant, First Interstate Bank System Foundation Grants, Foundation for Financial Planning Grant, Her Rise Micro Grant, Hillman Emergent Innovation Program, Home Depot Foundation's Veteran Housing Grants Program, Honeybook Breakthrough Grant, JMK Innovation Prize, Idea Cafe Small Business Grant, Josephine Collective, Kitty Fund helping mompreneurs, L'Oreal Paris Women of Worth Program, Military Entrepreneur Challenge, Miller Center for Social Entrepreneurship, Minority Business Circle, MIT Solve Global Learning Challenge. So there's more. Then you have the Mona Kiva Loan Opportunity for Small Businesses, MSP Equity Accelerator sponsored by Alliance. Then you have Nehemiah Davis Greatness Grant, Next 1B Program by McKinsey. Then you have the Nove Grants Database, NSF Seed Fund, Pegasus Angel Accelerator, Remy Martin, This Is My City Grant, Rev Summer Prototyping Hardware Accelerator, Service to CEO Program, SciCam EdTech and SciCam EdTech Engine Accelerator, Small Business Readiness for Resiliency Grant, Small Certified Supplier Innovative Finance Program, SPUR, that is Shared Purpose Unlimited Reach Pathways, Start Small, Think Big. Then you have Substack Creator Accelerator Fund, TD Charitable Foundation Grants. All of these that I'm reading out are current, are funding opportunities available for March. And because they're for March, and it doesn't mean that all of them have deadlines in March. Some of them, the deadlines are in March, but it also extends to other times. So please visit and check, click on the links to get more information and see what is there. You have Trust Nonprofit Grant, US Venture Schmidt Family Foundation Grant. Then you have the Veterans Business Outreach Center Warrior Rising Grant, Wish Local Empowerment Program, Yippity Doo Big Idea Grant, and then you have Zen Business Free LLC Formation for Moms, and that is where it stopped. And of course, as I said before, state-specific opportunities are also available, but you just need to reach out to me because that requires a little more information to know where you are, which state you're in, what you're looking for, other things like that. I can search it for you. So we have come to the end of another program. In another life, I'm gonna be a singer. In another life, I'm gonna be a singer. In another life, I'm gonna be a singer. And then you'll teach me. In another life, I'm gonna learn rhythm, pitch, tone, and all those things. But anyway, I love to sing. Just ignore it, okay? Anyway, I'm trying to say thank you for staying with me. Thank you so much for staying with me. I am so happy today. Very emotional day. I feel very passionate and very humbled and very, very grateful for the gifts I've received. They really touched my heart. Really, really touched my heart, okay? And I love this stress ball. I tell everybody to get one. I mean, I just love it. A lot of times my experience with stress ball is that it's like I'm working out rather than relieving stress. You know what I mean? But this, it feels like someone is massaging my palm, literally. Like it's like my palm is being massaged, you know? I feel it. Like it's very relaxing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying with me. I wish you a fantastic day, and please seek joy, extract joy from this earth in all situations and circumstances you find yourself in. Find the joy, find the contentment, find the peace, okay? And whatever you do, just remember, you are enough, you are amazing, you are wonderful. The world is your oyster. You can achieve anything you want to achieve. Seek help, do your work, and don't forget to live in gratitude, because sometimes we think we don't have something, but it's only because we have not taken stock of what we actually have. My goal is to learn to need that which I have and stop worrying about what I don't have, okay? I want to say a huge thank you again to all the people who were mentioned in these stories. And I just want to say thank you for your story. Thank you for your lived experience that I could then learn from, and I could look at your breakdown to do my self-work so I can achieve breakthrough in my life. Thank you so much for staying with me. Goodbye. I love to open new packages. I will be the latest information on top funding opportunities for entrepreneurs who are seeking funding. Come along with me and Coach Racquel, and it is a passion project for me, so I'm so happy to bring this to you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching.